Oh, what's up, AD? No? Oh, what's up, YouTube? How you doing today? Today we'll be doing an apartment tour of my entire place. I know this is long, well overdue. Y'all have forced my hand and I need to deliver. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the place that I spend the least amount of time in because your boy is always Uber Eatsing. It is the kitchen. Most of my time is spent here in the fridge. And no, we forgot to purchase the groceries. So all we really got is a bunch of drinks. It is currently a mess. I made this like pistachio chocolate bar. I still have a flower from Mother's Day. Unopened Celsius, Gatorade. Yeah, we got drinks on deck all the time, but you know, yeah, all zero sugar, by the way. All right, then over here, we slide here and you can see it is my matcha station. If I need a second cup of caffeine for the day, after coffee, it'll be matcha. Over here, we got Kaiser's Coffee Corner. And as you know, what I did recently is I invited all my family and friends. I gathered them all together to bring them up to the lounge we have here because it looks beautiful, especially in the sky with all the clouds all around. And I made them my specialty drink, the brown sugar shaken espresso, as well as a caramel drink, a lavender one, and a pistachio one since we've got a lot of pistachio going on. Over here, we slide to the air fryer because you know your boy is always cooking up chicken nuggets. I love the ones from Trader Joe's whenever I'm running late. Like, you know, whenever it's running late and I gotta go live stream for y'all, I usually just hit up the air fryer, put some chicken nuggets in, lots of protein, like 64 grams. I eat the whole bag, you know. Over here, we got set up all my ledges. My favorite trip in the past year, I went to Greece and Italy last year and it was amazing. My cousins sent me this, I think it's from Etsy. Great, shout out Mohsen and Lubna for the gift. It was my housewarming gift whenever I first came here. Obviously, y'all know I'm Muslim, but here we have the kitchen. I decided not to put anything on top here. Occasionally I'll put roses. You know, I'm not much of a flower boy, but I do like sometimes having it in there, having some design. I have a great vase and pot over here. And then we got my 2 chairs. I decided to not get a dining table for my place because I'm the only one here most of the time, unless, you know, have something special here. Keeping it clean, keeping it minimal. That's the way I like it to be always. And one last thing, I did say this is the place for drinks. So I turned the wine fridge into a soda fridge because, you know, I don't drink. And we got the Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar on hand. Usually there's Fairlife sitting here, but you know, the Costco gives you a limit on how many you can purchase. So it is what it is, so yeah. So let's head to the office now. Now we head into my office and this is where all content is created. This is where I spend all my creativity time, scripting, recording. Well, not recording, recording is everywhere. I try to get all the content I can capture. I think that's really important. But mostly scripting is the main bread and butter of what this room has to do to shine my creativity and everything that goes down. Over here, we have my desk. We have my chair with the kafia sitting in. My parents picked this up for me when they were in Saudi. Over here, we got my computer setup. You know, all Apple. I only sit in the Apple ecosystem solely for the reason I think it's very easy to use. I love it. It's minimal. It's aesthetic. I got my wallpaper right here. Attack on Titan, Levi, best character on the show. I got my Porsche cup because y'all know, big Porsche fan. Might have one or something like that, you don't know. But the way I run my setup is basically it's the Apple Studio display with my MacBook. I think it's the M1 Pro when it first released. I think they're like releasing they've already got to the M4 at this point. The M5 is gonna come out like very soon. They name it after BMW cars, that's crazy. And I got my iPad. I got this while I was studying computer science. I got it in my last year and ever since I've not used it outside of stuff for like scripting. I just read off there. I think it's a nice thing to hold on to. And then I have a drawer over here that just keeps, you know, I may be super organized, but at the end of the day, even I have my vices. And this is like my 2 dirty drawers that I keep that I throw in anytime I, you know, don't have space to put it anywhere else. You know, there might be clean spaces all around, but there's places that are dirty as well. Over here, I feel like this is the main staple and statement of the room. I like getting unique pieces because I feel like it makes it stand out, but the issue with unique pieces, sometimes making it come together is really difficult, and I still feel like I may need to change the color of this. We'll see how it goes. But this is the piece that I love the most, not just because it's aesthetic looking, but also because it is comfortable. I know it doesn't look it, but over here, I sit here and just usually just look out the window and it just feels great. It looks amazing. And also I have a view not only of the city of Dallas, but also all my camera gear sits over here, and also Spider-Man sits over here to make sure I'm always taking care of all the work that I need to get taken care of. And as I said, the apartment's still not done, but y'all forced my hand, is right here, I will be making a wall that is going to be painted. I'm gonna keep it a little secret for now, solely because the reason I wanna surprise y'all with it, but it'll have some lights running and everything like that. So you'll see soon, y'all will see soon. And of course, we got all my tripods. These are my best friends. I've been running it. A lot of people ask me who usually records for you, and for the most part, when I don't have anybody on hand, these are the guys that help me. Shout out, thank you, I appreciate y'all. But yeah, that's my office. This is where all the creativity is spread. I love spending time in here, most because when I'm in here, I'm making sure that I'm taking care of everything that I need to, making sure I'm scripting the best videos. You know, my main thing of everything is always quality over quantity, making sure I'm delivering the best and never diminishing any sort of quality just for the sake of churning out content in any sort of way and picking up on any nuances that y'all might question me for. Then we slide to the living room, the space that I spend the most time in, and especially now that I've completed it very recently, let's talk about this area. I'm very prideful about this area because I absolutely love it. It is amazing. It's everything. I love green is my favorite color, as you can tell. Green is my favorite color. Right now we have my AirPods Max that I use every single day. It's one of my essentials. I use it for the gym, everything whenever I'm traveling. I got my vinyl player over here. We got Drake playing, y'all know. It is what it is. Yeah, I always got Drake playing in here. We got my transparent speaker, and of course, a little rendition of my Porsche 911. Same exact color. Y'all know I got jet black metallic, and it is the same dark blue whenever it hits the light as well. I really stick to neutrals all the time, so it's really rare for me to always get pop of color whenever I do it. And whenever I saw this, I saw it on one of my boys' pages on IG and TikTok. And when I saw this, I knew I needed to get it and just make this come to life. And not only make it come to life with this statement piece, but also having these art pieces right here to show what I'm all about. But let's start with this piece. And what this piece means to me is, it's an espresso poster, but not only is it for my love for coffee, but also for the fact that espresso is from Italy. Italy is one of my favorite places. Florence is one place I would love to live in one day. So hopefully we'll make that happen. Over here, huge fan of cats. I will be getting a cat soon. So not only that, but it also combines Asian culture as well. I love ramen, I love pho. One of my best friends growing up was from Laos. So yeah, I just think it combines aspects of things that I love. Up on top, y'all know I'm from Texas, so Texas, y'all. Over here, I got too many Porsche things. At this point, y'all know where I stand with this. And then over here we got the newspaper. Basically represents all the things that are going around in maybe your life, maybe the world. And then just over it, it's just written, what if it all works out? Because a lot of days our minds are always running and we're always worried. Depression and anxiety are two things that I struggle with very heavily. But in the end, we can't just question what if it doesn't work out, but what if it actually does? And then my piece, this piece is my favorite on the wall, most so because of the fact that one of my top 5 movies is American Psycho. I love that movie, and no, I don't do any of the stuff he does. This is basically the card from the movie, and instead of saying Patrick Bateman, it says Rosset Kaiser. It has a little bit of blood sitting right here. Then we slide over here where I do spend a lot of time is the couch. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, yo, this couch right here, it's cut off and it does look uncomfortable. This is the most comfortable couch in the world. It was the first piece that I purchased for the apartment, and ever since, everything else has been building up around this piece. I love it. After green, orange is my next favorite color. And these two colors come after the neutrals, of course, black and whites. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of black and white that's spread around the apartment. So let's get into not only the big pieces, but let's get into the aesthetics of things. And over here, we got one of my favorite pieces, one of my favorite small pieces in the apartment, and is this chessboard that is from CB2. My boy Raul got it for me as a present, and I love it ever since. Of course, I got my wick trimmer. I got these aesthetic spiral coasters that need to be, it's actually very not functional, but they look very good. And of course, we got the sticks. I haven't been playing Warzone as much as I used to, but I need to start playing again. We'll see how these next Call of Duties come out. I'm playing Call of Duty. Hey, y'all wanna play Modern Warfare 2? Give me the 360 sticks, give me the PS3 sticks, I'll take y'all real quick. This candle means a lot to me, not solely for the reason it's just, you know, Santal 26 is a great scent from Le Labo, but also because my agency had given this to me for my birthday and surprised me with it. Not only is it one of my favorite candles, but also they put labeled in Dallas for Rossick, our fave creator. And anytime I light this, it reminds me of the support system and the people I have around me. Me taking care of my space is an analogy of how I also take care of my relationships and cultivate them. So seeing my support system to give me understanding who I am as a person and getting me things like of this nature just makes me so happy. Over here, we got my TV stand, dark brown, very low. I know a lot of people have been complaining about the height of the TV. I think there's like a Reddit about like high TVs or something, but I don't want to get any snark comments on there about me. But we'll start at the right, of course, the PS5. I think they're already thinking about making a PS6, bro. I feel like I just got the PS5, man. They're just churning stuff out always. All these books, like I said, these are for display. I do not read. This over here is my Lego Porsche thing. I have a weird feeling I'm about to drop this in a second. But I built this about a couple months ago and a little dusty, but as you can see, looks just like my whip, just a little older. And then over here, this has actually no significance. I just stole it from my sister's place. Might have stole that from my sister's place, but all the inspiration is just built off things that I saw, colors that I wanted. One thing I knew that I did not want in my apartment in any sort of way is the fact that I wanted everything to just come together with separate colors. I feel like a lot of people just go with one color and then just make it that, and it feels so muted. But I feel like I made a combination of somehow bringing dark brown, black, white, tan, orange, green all together into one and just making it the perfect space to be, where it's not only just muted, but also having a little bit of fun in certain areas. And then lastly, of course, the rug, shout out Ruggable. This brings this area completely together, mixing all the white and black and just putting it all together. Now we're going to where the magic happens. And by magic, I mean the insomnia that happens late at night when I can't sleep because my mind's always running thinking about content. Yeah, but this is my bedroom. I went with a cloud bed, white, and then adding a bit of color. I might change that to a green. I feel like I do way too much green. Green is my favorite color, what can I say? This over here to make it look a little bit more uplifting, because if I don't have that, I feel like it just looks completely empty. Over here, I will get something set up. I have something in the back of my mind, so we'll see how it goes. I gave you a little bit of a sneak peek of what's gonna come to the office, but over here, it's like, sometimes I just have to visualize it, think about it, and then figure out how exactly I wanna do it. But you know, hey, maybe we'll have to do another apartment tour, because sometimes I know when it's done, I'm always thinking about switching stuff up, because I love change, all right? Like 1% better every day isn't about staying the same. It's always about, you know, growing, changing in a direction that you want to go towards. I'm thinking about changing this nightstand over here. I want something a little bit different. I'll say this is the one purchase that was rushed a little bit, but of course I have my Amazon. That's my alarm every morning. And over here, we slide to where I be cooking up. Right now, not gonna lie, a little messy, got a lot of stuff hanging around, but everything is organized in a way that I like it. I used to work retail, so I have it set in a certain way that I prefer, making sure I have everything I need to grab it whenever I want. But I won't go too in depth with the closet right now, solely for the purpose that, you know, maybe I have something else on the way for you. And when the morning coffee hits, this is where I will be. Over here, we got my bathtub. This bathtub is used for whenever I take an ice bath. Over here, you know, my skincare, my hygiene is super important to me. So I have all of my essentials lined up here whenever it comes to oral care, whenever it comes to, you know, hygiene, whenever it comes to skincare. Shout out Remedy, my brother Derm Doctor made this product. He's doing great stuff. But yeah, my whole entire skincare routine. One time, I'm very big on lotion. Sometimes you'll see this on the edge of the bed. I swear to God, I use it solely for my body, all right, to make sure, because this one girl back in 7th grade told me yo, you're looking a little ashy. And ever since then, it's been in my mind, you'll never catch me. You scratch me, look, you see that? Nothing, 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 nothing. Over here, of course, we got soap, only purchase Aesop. Really, I just buy it for the aesthetic. This stuff is no different than regular soap. And of course, my toothbrush. And then I completely forget, I actually have this space as well. So, and it's also one of the last few things that needs to be completed, and that is the balcony. Let's open this up. And we head over here and you can see the entire balcony. It is actually pretty deep, very long. I'm gonna turf it, I'm gonna add some furniture over here, and then maybe I'll add the shisha or the hookah over here, so whenever we got something going. I know one of my neighbors, they got a whole TV in that corner over there. I'm just like, okay, that's crazy. But yeah, I completely forget I have this part of it, but it gives me a view of my city, Dallas. Y'all know I'm from here. I'll always be from here. Sometimes I think about moving, but I remember, you know, like Dallas raised, always. Mavs play right over there, all right? I ran into one of the players in my building, but I ain't gonna dox his location. But that is my entire Dallas high-rise crib. You know, I'm super grateful to be living here. The main reason I live here, honestly, this is more y'all's place than it is my place. You know, as a Pakistani man, you know, it's very frowned upon for me to move out unless I get married. But, you know, I decided to make that jump, living alone, being independent, trying to learn and navigate stuff on myself. I think it's a very great practice of, you know, doing things on your own and getting it done. Everything in my place would not have been able to be done without you. I'm grateful for each and every single one of you that has gotten me to where I am today. You know, I'm always delivering on what I can when it comes to inspiration, motivation, making sure your space is clean, making sure your space is fitting who you are, never change who you are for anybody. And yeah, this is my home. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube for more to come. I got a bunch of updates that I want to show y'all, but yeah, that is my Dallas high-rise apartment.